Hey everyone, welcome to another English grammar lesson. Today we're going to be covering dangling and misplaced modifiers. So the word modify means to change the meaning of something, a change of time, a change of place, a change of situation. So a modifier in a sentence is any word or phrase that modifies or changes another word or phrase in that sentence. Let me show you. The man's broken computer was fixed versus the broken man's computer was fixed. Now, the modifier in question here is the word broken. But notice how, depending on where this word is placed, the sentence could have an entirely different meaning. The man's broken computer was fixed. In this sentence, we're saying that the computer is the thing that's broken, the broken computer. However, in the second sentence, broken doesn't actually modify computer. It modifies man. The broken man's computer was fixed. So in this sentence, you are technically saying that the man himself is broken, which is interesting. So you see that it's very important to put your modifiers in the correct place. And that's what we call a misplaced modifier, when the modifier is in the wrong place. The second common type of modifier error is what we call a dangling modifier, which would look something like this. Hungry, the sandwich was eaten by me. Versus hungry, I ate the sandwich. Now, the modifier here is hungry, and it should modify the word or phrase right next to it. So if that's true, if the modifier is technically supposed to be modifying the thing right next to it, then what would this first sentence really be saying? Well, believe it or not, you would actually be saying that the sandwich was hungry, which is obviously a lot different from the second sentence, where you'd be saying that I was hungry, right? So some of you might be thinking, okay, well, yeah, I kind of get that. But how am I supposed to remember the difference between a dangling modifier and a misplaced modifier? And the honest answer is, it doesn't really matter. As long as you can tell when there's a modifier error and you know how to fix it, then you don't really need to worry about what specific kind of modifier error it was. Let's take a look at some examples and see if you can fix them. On paper plates, we ate the hot dogs. So technically, this would be a dangling modifier, but that's not the point. The point is, there's something wrong with this sentence. So first of all, can you even tell me what the modifier is in this sentence? Do you even know what it is? Give yourself a point if you said, on paper plates. Now remember what I said earlier. Modifiers are supposed to talk about the thing right next to them. And here, that would be the word we. So really, what this sentence is saying is that we were on paper plates. Like we were sitting on paper plates and eating our hot dogs. Probably not what you're trying to say, right? So the question is, how do we fix it? How do we rearrange this sentence so the modifier error goes away? Well, I'll give you a second to think about it. The correct version of this sentence would be, we ate the hot dogs on paper plates. Now, the modifier on paper plates is actually modifying the hot dogs, which is what we want. Next one, I saw $1 walking home. So technically this would be a misplaced modifier, but I don't really care. What I really want to know is, first of all, what even is the modifier in the sentence? The answer is walking home. Okay, so what does that phrase modify? Well, like I said earlier, it's supposed to modify the thing right next to it. And in this sentence, that would be dollar. So yes indeed, you would be saying that there was $1 walking home, like on its little dollar legs or something. And I imagine that would be a problem. So how do we fix it? Where do we put that modifier so the sentence actually makes sense? Think about it for a second. Should have said right here. Walking home, I saw $1. Now the modifier refers to the word I, meaning that I was the one walking home, which actually makes sense. Couple more. Because he was late, the teacher gave John a detention. Okay, so another dangling modifier here technically. But my first question, as always, is what is the modifier? What am I even looking at here? And the answer is, because he was late. And what does that phrase modify? Well, again, it's supposed to modify the thing right next to it. So, teacher. Okay, so because the teacher was late, he gave John a detention. So the teacher showed up late and then gave a student named John a detention. Okay. So how do I change this sentence so that it actually makes sense? Think about it. And the answer is, no matter what you do, you just need to make sure that the modifier is connected to John, not the teacher. So what I would do, personally, is just take out the word teacher entirely. Because if the teacher is male, we might actually have two people who the word he could refer to, and that could get very confusing. So for me, personally, I would say something like this. Because he was late, John received a detention, or John was given a detention, or John got a detention, whatever. The point is, the phrase because he was late needs to be modifying John, so it needs to be right next to John. Okay, last one. I grabbed the sled with my snow pants on. Okay, so this would be a misplaced modifier technically. But, as always, what even is the modifier here? Answer is, with my snow pants on. Now tell me, written as it is, what is this sentence actually saying? Well, technically, it's saying that you grabbed the sled and that the sled had your snow pants on. Like the sled was wearing your snow pants. Okay? So how do I fix this? What do I do so that things actually make sense? Answer is, I do this. With my snow pants on, I grabbed the sled. This way, your modifier is actually talking about the word I, meaning that I was the one with the snow pants on. Cool. Well, whether you came here for a refresher or just now learning this stuff for the first time, I hope this video helped. Be sure to check out the free practice down in the description, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.